Hey guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. We talk about the joys of stock market investing and long-term dividend gain. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. All right, guys. A couple days ago, I did a video on Elon Musk supposedly buying Twitter. And in the video, I stated a couple of things about how unpredictable this situation was and how volatile it is. Well, as of news as of late, 48 hours later, a judge has stopped Elon Musk's order to have the trial postponed. In fact, not only did he stop him from trying to postpone it, he has given Elon and his team up until I think it's October 28th to close this deal, or he goes to trial with Twitter. The whole thing is crazy. On one side, you got Twitter saying, like they opposed the motion to suppress the trial, and then you got Elon on one side saying, okay, well, let's halt the trial, and then we can talk about me buying it. I'm going to buy it, but like right now, don't let's just. It's hanging over our heads. Let's get rid of the trial, and then we can start over. And I'm going to buy it. And Twitter like, hell no, we ain't doing that. We ain't messing with you like that. And in the video, I said, in my other video, I said that I think Elon's defense team said something to him that made him think, okay, maybe this thing is not worth pursuing, this fight against not buying Twitter. And I think when Elon made that public announcement that he would buy Twitter, he figured it would take some of the weight off of the team at Twitter, with the lawsuit. But people at Twitter, according to what was in these articles that I'm reading, they're citing him for mischief and delay of the trial. So we don't want to hear none of that. All we want to know is when you're going to buy the company, like you said you was, at the amount of shares you said you were. Now, they also said that he could close the deal as early as next week. If you really want this company, you can close the deal next week, Elon. What are you waiting for? Elon's like, let's just end the litigation so we can close this deal. The court case ain't even up yet. You can't get sued if you buy the company. Elon I think he's grasping at straws right now. Now, due to a lot of the unpredictability and a lot of people's feelings have gotten hurt in this situation, do I still think he's going to buy the company? I say he doesn't want to, because a lot of people's feelings got hurt, and it was a lot of saber rattling. But I think that also he doesn't like the people that he has to deal with as far as this side of Twitter with defending himself in this court case. They also accused him of not revealing the closing date. And I think that's when the judge was like, you know what, man, on the 28th of this month, October, man, either you buy it or you don't. Because, they hear the arguments of both sides. The plaintiff and defendant. Elon being the defendant. So, just the way this trial this thing is going with the court case, I think it's a can't win situation with Elon. I think he's just trying to finagle his way out of it. Like one of my subscribers left me a comment, and he said it would be surprising if he really went along with this, and he might just try to get his shares out because the stock price was going up, and then he'll just dump his shares and get his money back and get out of there. But I don't think that's going to happen. Elon said, what else he said? He said, oh, they won't take yes for an answer. If the deal was already typed up, and like, this is one thing I want you to understand. This is a $44 billion deal. All the lawyers that it takes to close a deal like that, they've been in place all of this stuff has been ready to be signed, and it's a lot of delay and a lot of mudslinging right now. All that man got to do is go and sign a couple of papers. I mean, not a couple of papers, but, you know, sign his share of the papers, and he owns the company. And I think that's what everybody's looking at, the big picture. You know, now I like Elon as a person, you know what I mean? But I think he got some tomfoolery with him when it comes to like things like this, especially with what went on between him and some of the people on the board of Twitter, where he was like, you know what? It is what it is. And I mean, can I blame him for it? I don't know the situation, but I mean, I can see how I could get on your nerves a little bit, you know. But I think he got to take some of the blame for this. Now, will he buy it? I think he'll be forced to buy it. Now, I mean, with all this stuff going on, and like, you know, a lot of egos are involved, it's going to be hard to be forced to just concede and kneel and just eat the thing. But I think he's just going to have to eat everything and just take it. And that's what I honestly think. But I mean, we'll stay tuned and keep everything, you know, in news. Like we'll watch everything in the news and see what happens. But I mean, for them to say, oh, we citing you for mischievous acts and delay of the of the sale of the company, and you have nothing to come back with except for, hey man, just get rid of the trial and we'll do it. It makes no sense. So it makes me think that Twitter has a lot of valid points of why he's supposed to buy the deal. And I think he reneged on a lot of stuff that's not documented to us in the public, and he's looking real bad right now. Now, in his case, I'm also thinking it's a lot of ego involved. And I think a lot of it has a lot to do with his reputation in the spotlight. You know, of like some of the controversial things people said he's done, or, you know, his nature of just going off the grid like differently, but not off the grid, but like not being even keel in the way he handles stuff in society. Because I mean, when it comes to Elon Musk, either you love him or you hate him. So I think his reputation, a lot of it has to do with this, and I think Twitter doesn't want to end up with egg on the face. Now, if he backs out, he backs out, but I think also he don't want to pay them court fees. Now, a $44 billion purchase will require a lot of litigation and lawyers, right? He don't want to go into this trial, because if he go in this trial, the court fees and all the lawyer fees and stuff, it's going to eat him alive. I mean, he can afford it, but that's a lot of undue money spent on something. Now you got to do is sign the papers. So I just think it's a big ego thing. You know, it's a battle of egos between Elon's team and Twitter's team. And I think he's going to ultimately be forced to buy this company. I think he still wants it, but I don't see no way out of this. And I mean, his lawyers are telling him to buy it. They're like, you want it, it's here. Now it's like, okay, well, you said you're going to buy it. Now you got to buy it. So, I mean, what is he going to do? But, I mean, guys, we'll stay tuned and see what happens. But, yeah, leave me a comment. But tell me how you feel about the situation with Twitter versus Elon Musk. And if you think he'll buy it. If anything, what do you think he'll do before the 28th of October? So, it's going to be crazy. But we'll stay tuned because, I mean, the beef keep cooking, baby. But as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for spending time with me. Take care.